father's lost control of Ermac.
Good thing I know what to do.
I am just getting started. getting started.
If I'm a monster, then you're one too.
Our circumstances are not the same.
subjects can't see this side of you.
For the good of all, perhaps they must.
I make it look easy.
Once you're dead, Outworld's government will fall.
You underestimate my sister, Natara. I can't take any more of these nightmares. You're wide awake, sister. courtiers who whisper against me.
Do not let their petty intrigues distract you.
can't take any more of these nightmares. You're wide awake, sister.
I just realized you cannot hear me. Can you hear me now? Okay, I'm gonna turn my mic on for this because I don't want to do all that typing. So, first off, with Scorpion, you already know Melina's strengths, but what I would say for Melina, when you walk up, a lot of times when you was walking up to me and I was blocking, block real fast. Hold that block button real fast. You was doing this string right here. And that string can get up blocked. So on this last hit, you need a up block. Like, and it'll be a whole punish. Like if you do it on me, I could up block you, and then you would get punished. So for that string, I would say do 1, 2 into that. 1, 2 into size. Or just 1 into size, because that's a mix up. Into low side, but if you do that, it's a, oh my god, see, they need to add practice mode because this is timing us out. Let's let it time out.
You taste weak.
So basically, if I'm sitting here blocking and I'm stand blocking, you can walk up, you can do stand 1 or stand 3. Because stand 3, the second hit is the overhead. The full string for stand 3 is this right here, and that's the overhead. So if you walk up and you do stand 3 into low, that mixes them up. You don't know which one I'm gonna do. And it's the same thing with stand 1. I can mix you up, do the overhead, low. I can do the overhead into the low. But you never want to do the whole string, because that can be flawless blocked. Because if you try it on me, then I can't really block that good. It's kind of harder for me to block. And I'd say use for this string right here some more, because when you do the whole thing, it's plus, so I have to block it. So if I do this, I can do down 1 afterwards. See, this is why I'm gonna turn my mic on, because they barking. You can try it on me, and you can see if I try to press down 1 back, it won't go through. I need him to send me that friend request. I did not see that. Okay. You're gonna have to wait for a second, cause I'm gonna keep on doing this thing with you for a little bit. I'm gonna add him back though. I should make the video, but anyways. So remember that move is forward 2 or forward triangle, circle, triangle. And if you do that and you do down 1 right afterwards, it'll hit me. So like if you do that move and you just do down 1 afterwards, my down 1 won't go through because it'll hit. Yours will hit because it's plus. See? I can't press on that. All I can do is just backdash. So if I do it to you, mine will go through before yours. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I threw his ass out because he barking for no reason, and it ain't even that deep for real. But anyways, I'd say practice doing forward to that move right there, and practice it in real matches, and you'll see that like people can't really press on you like that. It'll kind of make them have to block. So then if they start blocking, you kind of walk up and do, like I said before, you can do down one into that, or this move, or you can do stand 3 into it. You can do all types of mix-ups. Another thing I know of Melina, her down 4, I'm pretty sure that's also plus. Like if you block low and I do this, I can press on it. Like if I'm blocking low and you do her down 4, I can't really press on you, I don't think. No, back 4, it's back 4. If you do back 4. Yeah, do that on me. How do you airstring after ball route? Ooh, I want to give y'all all a quick look. Ooh, I should, hold on, you know what I should do? I should go into practice mode myself, and y'all ask me questions and I answer them. Y'all want to do that? Y'all want me to go into practice mode and answer y'all questions? And I'll show y'all, like, how stuff works? Okay, because this timeout stuff is pissing me off. I'm finna leave real quick, and I'm gonna go into the thing. Y'all need to find somewhere to be. Go lay down. Stop. Chief and Ellie. You heard what I said. Go lay down. Don't play with me. I'm gonna change this skin first because I don't know why it's still on this. I don't even like this skin for real. I just wanted to have something different from like everything else, but this is pissing me off. Clearly on random favorites, and this is the only skin it wants. Like, don't play with me. Okay. I really should just make a video, but I don't really care. Which cameo do y'all want me to use? I mean, I guess it don't really matter because right now I'm just going off of like just Melina, but for... No, actually it don't matter because I can change my cameo in practice, I forget. I'm gonna just give y'all a quick little like Melina rundown now before I get into the cameos. What y'all wanna know? Make her black. I can tell y'all that her stand 1, Melina has really good stagger, so stand 1 is +1, stand 2 is 0, which is still pretty good. You can like down 1 on it. This is +1, so you can down 1 after that one. But I wouldn't do down 1 because her down 1 is -10 actually, so I say do like down whatever, down 4 or something. Y'all said everything. I don't know where to start. I mean, me personally, I don't even do a poke. I don't do a stack. I don't stagger into a poke. I stagger into like a shimmy. Like I go like that. Because most of the time, people, when you stagger, they'll try to press on you. Like they're going to try to press. Like if I do this, I mean, if I can try to do that, but I feel like I'm playing a little poke game with them. Like I want my move to come out first, and I want to definitely be able to get my move 100%. Like I want to 100%. I want my move to be confirmed 100%. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I want to definitely get my moves to come out. I don't want to do this and then they have like a faster frame, like poke than me or something like that. Like their startup is faster than mine, so then I don't get the hit. So I'd say when you stack with this, I usually just back up. And when I back up, I might do like into the overhead. Her overhead is -7, so it's not plus. It's like, it's barely safe. Like Luke, there's some characters that can punish her overhead, and Liu Kang is like obviously one of them because they make all of his stuff so quick to start up. So like, if I was to do this, I would get punished by Liu Kang, but that's just by Liu Kang. So, you know, anybody else it'll work against, but this string, this is like her main string that you use. 1-2, it's literally just 1-2, but it's like 3 hits. So this last hit is -5, but it's flawless blockable. I don't know why this move is so. Hey, what's up, LeBron? I don't know why they made it like to be able to get flawless block, because there's some people who know how to flawless block it, and I end up getting punished. And then I either have to do this into size. Like if someone flawless blocks you on that string, I say just do this. Because if you do low side, then like they're both really unsafe, but like that's better though. But this is +1, so this is a really good stagger. You can stagger it into this string. You can stagger it into the mid if you catch them trying to press. But the thing about this is the startup frames are 13 frames, which is very slow. So someone might try to press on that and it'll hit you before your mid hits them. So like that makes it even harder. Like that's one thing, like if y'all see in my gameplay, if I like do like this and then I get hit afterwards, it's because I'm probably trying to do 4-1, but it's so slow to start up that people are pressing on me before I can hit them. So then that's when I have to like back up or like down 1 or something like that, because this is +1, so really I could press. I'm not like mashing or anything, but some people, their buttons are faster than mine. So, and especially since all of her stuff is a high, she can get micro duck really easily. Like a lot of people, it's very easy to micro duck a Melina because everything she has is high. So it's just kind of hard to open people up when you're so easy to kind of like get punished, I guess. Like it's different ways to negate these strings, but this is 0. This is also +1. Those are like your main staggers. This is -5. This isn't a good stagger. This is only good for mix-ups. And this tips on air strings. Let me give y'all a tip on air strings. Like, what type of help do you need with air strings? Let me take her off. I can never time it right. So for an air string, I don't even know how to explain the timing, but like, I'd say maybe. Wait, I forgot to tell y'all this. This is one thing that a lot of people I don't think do with their settings. But if you go in your settings and you change your something, let me show y'all, because y'all might not have this changed. And this is the whole reason why I'm able to do my input so like good and quick. Like I love doing when my input comes out on time. I had made this second account and I was trying to build it up. It's got like a whole different name and everything, and I was trying to build that up, but I had played the first match and I realized that my buttons weren't coming out the way they should be. And it's because I forgot to go in my settings and change something. If you go into your settings, you go into controls and you go to release check, you turn that off, then that like helps you with your timing. Like when your buttons, when you press stuff, it'll come out on time. Because if you have release check on, then basically what that's doing is when you press your button, the input isn't going through when you press it, it's going through when you let go of the button. So that just pretty much makes it slower. If you turn release check off, then your input comes out as soon as you press the button. So that kind of makes it easier. So before I get into air strings, I'd say change that and try to do the air string and see if it works out for you. Because if I turn this off, then everything is gonna like be weird. But let me go back to practice. It whiffs after I do borrow. I'd say, let me try something. And I hope I'm not mumbling. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope y'all can hear me good. I'm not mumbling or anything, but definitely go and turn release check off in your settings. There's like this tip with air strings. You can time it like when you press the first button to it. You don't have to press it like back to back. Like if I do ball run, I can delay that. Like see how much slower that is? If I do ball and I jump up and I press triangle back to back real fast, it goes like immediately. But if I do ball and I do triangle and then wait a second and do triangle, it's slow. And that kind of helps you with timing air borrow as well. So like if I do, that makes it easier than if I was to just, because it whiffs then, if that explains it right. also for like timing, just the first hit, borrow like I don't really know what to it's like such a quick move, but you gotta be really fast about it. So like pretty much as soon as you do borrow, I wouldn't wait because if you I guess even then it still hits. I don't know. Should I jump immediately after borrow? You should definitely jump immediately after borrow. That's what I do. Like if you wait, then that kind of like they're closer to the ground. Like if I do this and I wait a little bit, so like it'll whiff. It's so fast. It's kind of hard to really show you like the difference because it's happening so fast. But try to jump as soon as you do borrow. And as soon as you jump in the air, like make sure you do everything like in a like don't do anything like at the same time because then the buttons won't go through if you try to do stuff at the same time. But make sure you're doing borrow, jump, and then pressing 2-2 or 1-2. But do it really fast. Like as soon as you see Melina like jump off into the air, like immediately start pressing it. And then that's where when I said space out the air string, so like do 2. Do triangle and then wait a second and then do triangle again. It'll help you for when you do borrow, so that way all the sides hit and you can jump up again and get more damage. That makes it a little bit easier. But if you're doing a teleport, then that's pretty easy because you're like right there on top of it. So you just don't have to get input and it will just go through like nothing because her teleport, like you jump up in the air with them. But when you're doing borrow, I would say just practice doing everything like really fast, like doing borrow and immediately jumping up instead of waiting a second. Because if you wait a second, then it'll whiff. Because Mortal Kombat, like it's like fast but slow at the same time. Like you gotta do your input pretty fast, but at the same time, it's times where you gotta kind of wait a second and take it slow. But you gotta be fast with your input with this. Hits. If that helps anything. You said Scorpion. Do you want me to go over like Scorpion combos? Because I can do some Scorpion combos. Let me let this dog back in. Okay, I'm back. What characters do you recommend to start off with? Some easy cameos, I'd say. I'd say her easiest cameo would be Scorpion, probably. That's what I started off with. Or no, her very easiest cameo to start off with is actually, what's her name? Serena. I kind of forgot about Serena, but when I first got Mortal Kombat 1 and I started playing, Serena was the first one that I chose. Let me go and change to Serena. And Serena's very simple too. Like her power, like you don't really got much to it. You don't have to really think about it or anything. Where is she at? So basically, her back R1, like it's a very universal move. Like, you know, it doesn't change with any character. Any character you use, that move is gonna work the same way. But the thing about Melina is she has a lot of moves. Like, y'all know her amplified borrow, like this move right here. In that whole animation, you're staying in one spot. Or her amplified teleport. The whole animation, you're staying in one spot. Or her amplified size, staying in the same spot. Anytime you do any of those moves, you pull Serena out, and you do this move right here. And it drains their meter the entire time you're in that animation. So while you're in that animation, you do that move. They don't have any meter for the whole match pretty much, because I mean, those are moves that you can easily do for just like one bar, except for her size, that takes 2. But I'd say at the end of a combo, because I don't Serena doesn't have anything to help combo off of any of these. She's more like you have to start the combo off with this move. Like any of her other moves is like they don't do nothing. So like oh wait a minute. I know a better way to do that combo. You know what, I just realized I used both meters, so I'm messing everything up. I have their meter set to like basically fill up all the time, so it's not gonna show her meter going down, but her meter would be going down. And she wouldn't be able to break away from any combos or anything like that if you keep on putting her in that position. Like she basically will never have enough meter to break away. And if she uses her meter for like to amplify some of her moves, then that's taking away more of her meter basically. So it's very simple. And if you want to do like combos and stuff, like I just showed you, like this is a back R1. So like something like this. It's a very simple combo. You know, it's very easy damage. This game is so much faster than MK. It is. When I first got this game, I was trying to like, I had MK11 timing. Like when I was trying to micro duck, it was very weird. Like I was micro ducking and I was still getting hit. I was like, am I doing it too slow or something like that? I had to relearn all the timing for this game because it's so much faster. How am I able to get in the air after enhanced ball roll? And then Scorpion, and after that, okay, let me switch to Scorpion. But yeah, like I said, Serena is like, I think the easiest to start off with for Scorpion. Scorpion is like the second easiest, I think. Like if you're a little bit, if you know how to put your input in right, he's pretty simple and easy. He doesn't really take too much thought to it. So after Amplify, so you already know, like, after you do anything pretty much in a combo, unless you're in the corner, like, if you're just in the middle of the screen or anything like that, like, anytime you do, like, Scorpion's Fireball, you do up R1, because that puts him far enough away that if I'm doing, after I do Teleport, that puts him right in front of her. If I just press R1 after that, well, that also puts him pretty close, but let me see. Like, if you... Yeah, if I do Amplified Borrow and I just press R1, that puts him right next to me. But if I do Amplified Borrow, I hold up while I do it, that puts him further away. But a tip I'd say for trying to combo after her Amplified Borrow is... You see her animation? You see those first two hits that she does? Like, 1, 2, 3. Those first two hits, after those first two hits is when you should do Scorpion. Because if I do Scorpion after those first two hits, that's like timed perfectly to get another, for him to, it's like perfect timing basically. 1, 2, Scorpion. My borrow whiff, but yeah, after those first two hits of the amplified borrow, do Scorpion and do the far away Scorpion. So hold up while you're pressing the Kimya button, and it should work out. That's what I learned to help me with the timing. And also, if you're trying to do Scorpion and you're trying to combo after her teleport, most of the time when you do teleport, you're gonna do this string right here in the air. That's 1, 2, 2. That's square, triangle, triangle. After that last hit of that, that's when you do Scorpion, and then you do teleport. But since, you know, you gotta put your input in so fast, I'd say do teleport first, and then immediately do Scorpion. if you're watching the gameplay, Scorpion's gonna come out while you're still doing that last hit, so it's gonna come out before you do teleport. But you already did the input so fast, so all you gotta do is just wait for the animation to catch up, pretty much. But in this game, it's a lot of doing very fast inputs, like back to back. So it's like combos like these, like that's why. I'm not even gonna go on a rant, but there's some characters where they have very simple, easy combos that's like impossible to whiff because it doesn't take any of that. Like you just press the button and there goes 30%. But with Melina, she's the type of character that you're gonna have to do your input pretty fast. So if you can't do your input pretty fast, they practice kind of pressing these buttons pretty fast and accurately, like back to back. Although, I mean, I can't even really talk over it fast enough, but right after that, right after you do the input for teleport, go ahead and do Scorpion, but do all of your input really fast, like 1, 2, 2, teleport Scorpion. And you can start doing the input for like teleport like before the first airstream is even done, because the game will like remember the input that you put in, and it'll go ahead and like put it on the screen. So like you don't have to do it while the animation is going. A lot of people, they might try to time when they press the button with when it hits. Like if I do 1, 2 and I try to like time each button with each hit, that will mess me up. I'd say when you're pressing buttons, do it fast. So like I'll just do 1, 2. When that, after like I did all the input for that string in the first hit, so those last 2 hits I'm not even touching my controller and it's still going through. Like I just did it that fast. I pretty much just drug my thumb across the square button and the triangle button. Like that's how fast you gotta be with it. Like I just swipe my thumb on it because I can't like pick my thumb up and like be slow with it. I can't like try to press each individual button like very precisely and slowly. I just drag my thumb across the screen. That might be messing up my controller, but I don't care. But you gotta do it very fast, so. And do all your input like in 1 hit. So like on that first hit, I did all the input for that move. Same thing for like this. Like I did X circle before the stream was even finished. So by the time the second hit hits, I'm not even touching my controller anymore, and it's still going through because the game will remember what you pressed. You just have to wait for the animation to go through. So it's the same when you're doing a combo, which is kind of hard. But if you keep on practicing, like you bravo. And I'm really pressing buttons before I'm even like before I even got up to them. Like I walk up and I do that. But when I did 1, 2, 2, by the time that second hit, I had already did teleport. It still had like 2 more hits. 1 or 2 more hits to like go through before it did teleport, but I'm not pressing my controller. I'm not touching my controller anymore, and the input is still going to go through. So that's what I'd say, like to help you with that, is do your input faster, so that way when you're doing these combos, you're not trying to like you're not trying to time your input with the hits. I'm not doing 1, 1, 2. I'm not pressing the button while she's hitting her. Like in that first hit, I already done did 1, 2. If that makes sense. And for combos with Scorpion, I'd say just get creative and find different ways to do it. But anytime that you're doing amplified ball roll, after those first 2 hits, then you do it. And like I said, for teleport, you just got to do the input very fast. And right after you do teleport, do Scorpion. But like just practice with it because it's kind of easier. No, it's not really easier said than done because I'm trying to explain it and it's kind of hard to explain it. So I'd say just practice doing it and you'll kind of understand what I mean. But yeah, I can kind of show y'all some different combos that y'all can do that can get y'all like a lot of damage though, if y'all want, if y'all can't really think of anything. Main combos I like to do, since most of the time when you're playing Melina, to get like the most damage out of her. Are we getting more videos of your editing? Yeah, I have a couple clips that I have to upload. I can't, since they're trying to give me more hours at work and I have school, so all throughout the week, like as soon as I get home from school, I have to go to work, so I'm pretty much like gone the entire day. I don't get to really sit down and like play or get any videos made, but I do have some that I can do. I have to really just wait till the weekend hits or till spring break, but yeah, I definitely have more videos coming. I want to upload more, but I never really get the chance to. But that's what I say for her. And scorpions are pretty simple. Like once you learn that, I feel like I overcomplicated it. Like my explanation was like more complicated than what it really is. Like if you really get into practice mode and you do it and you just practice doing it, like you'll get the hang of it and you'll see it's actually very easy. Like the hardest part about Mortal Kombat isn't really the combos. It's really just like I'd say like just opening people up, like how I said about staggering and learning frames and knowing what you can press on afterwards and what you can't. Like that's really what it is, because if you don't know that, then you'll probably get killed pretty easily. Anybody can learn a combo or whatever, but if you can't find a way to use that combo in a match, then it's really no point. So I can teach y'all a little bit more about like, or I really need to make a video because I would love to like get some of my gameplay and break it down for y'all to show y'all like what I do in a match and like how I handle certain situations. Or I can do like how this one Katana player does on YouTube that I watch. I forgot their name, but they'll have their subscribers like share their gameplay with them, and then they like watch their gameplay and they like teach like what's it called? They help them with their gameplay. Basically, they'll watch their subscribers gameplay, like their replays, and then they'll like pause in a match and they'll like tell them what they should have did and stuff. I think that's what I can do for y'all if y'all want to do that as well, because that might be easier. What you talking about, Forrest? I'm in here trying to give them a tutorial, a little Melina tutorial. Had them asking me questions so I can show them what to do. Yeah, I could see. Another thing I just remembered about Scorpion. If someone's blocking against you and you do like borrow, but they blocked it, what's the next one? Why won't it let me? I swear you could do that before. I guess you can't do that anymore, but that's what the input for it is. I guess you can't do it after a string anymore, but I would say you could do ball roll into that, and that'll like make it so you don't get punished, but I guess you can't do it anymore. I swear you could do it before, but they must have like updated it or something. But I know what a lot of people ask me is how I use Darius with Melina, so I can show y'all like how to use Darius if y'all want. Cause he's like someone who you never see with a Melina. Usually people just use like Scorpion with Melina, or they use Kung Lao with Melina, and those are like very simple people to use with her. They're very straightforward, and they give her either easy damage or easy setups. But Darius is kind of harder, but his setups are like really good, basically. And there's like a lot of different like guide videos for Scorpion and Kung Lao, but there's not really many for Darius, so I can show y'all Darius if y'all want it. Darius is pretty simple. And he's actually like, he's pretty good. He's not really, like, I'd say, main thing I like to do with Darius is, like, if you're trying to open somebody up, one way he's really good with Melina is, it's pretty hard to open people up with Melina because all you have is this string and this string and this one. And, like, you never really even use this one. Mainly just use 1, 2, and 4, 4, 2, 4, 2. Those are the main ones, and those aren't really like a mix-up or anything. Like, they don't really do anything. It's very easy to block, and after they block it, it's like, now you just have to block. Now you have to block. And it's no, like, mix-up or anything. And it's no good staggers. Like, that's -4 on block, so I can't press on that. I have to block. If I do this, it's like -0. That's pretty good, but I mean, it's still 0, and it's like, some people, they'll react to that and press it. Like, it's a very long time to kind of see that they're not pressing anymore, that they staggered it. This is very straightforward 1, 2. You just do 1, 2, and it's 3 hits, and it's flawless blockable, so you're easily punished on it. So you really only have to do, stand 1 into low side, or 1, 2 into low side. And that's very punishable, because if somebody blocks low side, which usually you really just have to do this one, because people can block the overhead and then just crouch for the rest of the string because there's no more overheads unless you do this. That's up blockable, so it's a bunch of different ways to punish that move. So either do stand 1 into low side, or stand 1, 2 into low side. But the thing about Darius is, if someone's stand blocking and they don't block the low, and they get hit by the mix-up, if you do Darius, and it keeps the combo going. They just got hit with 36% because they got mixed up. It helps her mix-ups, like, it makes her mix-ups better than if you didn't have Darius and you just was doing stand 1 into low side, and you're not really getting any damage, because low side isn't even plus on hit. I mean, it is, but like barely. Like, with how far it pushes them back, if I try to dash up, they can like back dash, and my buttons will lift. So nothing I press will hit. If she was back dashing, that would whiff. That wouldn't even hit for real. She's very fast with your input too. So like, pretty much, it like barely combos though. Like, if that was any later, that wouldn't hit. If I do it too late, she'll be able to block it. I'm trying to think of what else to tell y'all. I'm really not trying to be too loud. I really want to make a video so I can put subtitles in, but I just figured I'd do it on live anyway. Darius, like with Darius, the main thing we're gonna use is just this move right here. Because after you do this move, you can on block it, you can do the overhead. You can pretty much do whatever you want with him after that move. And I'm pretty sure it armors, so like, they can't hit you out of it. They have to get hit. Or no, they have to block or get hit. But you can do that into the mix-up, or that's one way to open him up. And if you're trying to do the setup, like this move, because that's an overhead, that whole string keeps on going through. Or you can just do this by itself. That's forward R1. The whole thing keeps on going. You think Darius needs a buff? I think he needs a like meter buff. Like, after this move, that's like that's the main move you're gonna use. You're not gonna really need to use any other move unless you've done that first, and that drains all of his meter. And his meter comes back pretty slow. I don't think I have it set to. Yeah, look how slow his meter like comes back very slow. But Kung Lao, his meter comes back like extremely fast, and he has like a really powerful mix-up, so it doesn't make sense. But I would say, how much should I do? If you want to do the setup that y'all always see me do in my videos when I'm playing Darius, like how I do that little setup that I do right there when they're on the ground and Darius, I'm in front of them and Darius is behind them, and I do 4-2-4 into Darius and they get hit by it. Pretty much the whole thing behind that combo, behind that setup, if I go into the corner and put me on the right side. If I go into the corner and do this combo, if it'll hit, if I do this combo, not to set up like this. That's pretty much all of their health, like if that hits. That's what makes Darius better than Kung Lao when it comes to like setting people up, because you can set people up with Kung Lao as well. And you can set up the mix up basically. You can put Kung Lao's hat down after you get a hit, like after you get a combo with Melina at the end of the combo. If you throw Kung Lao's hat down, you can walk up to them and you can do 1-2. But like if you let go of Kung Lao in his hat, if you make his hat hit them before the overhead, that's a mix-up because they have to stand block it. They have to stand block because your overhead is going to go through. But if you're stand blocking, then Kung Lao will hit them, and that basically opens them up for another hit. But what most people do when you play Kung Lao is they will they'll just hold low blocks. So you're gonna have to mix it up. But with Kung Lao, you have to like, what am I trying to say? Darius is better because you pretty much take away like, how was it like? It gets them down to like 15% health. Like they're only left with like 15% health after you hit that. If you hit the combo right, and then you hit the you get the mix up, they'll get hit with pretty much, I don't even know how much percent that is. Like both combos added up, like that's a lot. Yeah, I don't know what that percentage is, but that's almost close to mine, and I'm like at critical health, so that's like pretty much all their health. I'd say that's probably like, that was like 40 something, that's 36, that's like 70 something percent right there. And it won't say it because those combos don't connect, like it's not all connecting, but all together that's probably about like 70 something percent or something like that, or maybe a little bit over. And you can fit a blow in that setup too. Let me explain the setup to y'all. When you do, let me just, when she's on the ground and I'm holding, you have to hold him. Like that's not like they don't just stand still on their own. After you do this, you have to hold the button and do forward too. And the whole science behind the mix-up is that Darius is an overhead. When you hold him, that's an overhead. And when you do this combo, the second hit to that is a low. So, if you see where I'm going, I do this. But they're going to see that Darius is right there, so they're going to want to stand up. You want to see that damage? I'm gonna show you the damage real fast. Yeah, that kills them, so that's kind of like the little thing about Darius is that he can almost kill you if you get that set up right, but it's kind of hard because there's a way out of it. Like if you're the opponent and you're blocking and Melina's trying to set you up with that, you can do like armored wake up, or you can block the overhead before the low. I can't do both at the same time because that doesn't make it impossible. That just allows me to block both at the same time. So if I do, and I need them to block it actually. If I make it so she's just stand blocking. If I do this, it's like I just did the low, but she blocked the overhead. Like it'll let them like block the first. I mean, nobody ever really can even do that for real, but like there's a lot of matches that I played where just because of like ping and stuff and like the internet, if you do certain stuff they let get away with. Like I've had matches where I do Darius and they're crouch blocking and they don't get hit with the overhead. It lets them crouch block an overhead basically, which you're not supposed to be able to do. But if I do this and I do that and I do, if I'm thinking that my opponent is gonna try to block the low, that they're gonna try to block that hit, and I just do 4-2 to Darius and they block it. Now I have to block. That's not really punishable, and I might actually be able to press after that, but you never know. So like if I do, I pretty much just have to block after that because they blocked it. But if I do, I blow into it and they stand blocking, and that opens them up for a hit. All I did was just add all my moves plus Darius with the fatal blow. Can you do the same with Melina, his cameo, and Chameleon? Maybe, I don't know. It's been a really long time since I used Chameleon, so I wouldn't say I really know what I'm doing when I use Chameleon. I mainly just know Darius, Scorpion, Goro, Kung Lao, and who else did I say? I think that was it. But yeah. I'm pretty sure Chameleon gives Chameleon a lot of damage though too. I can show y'all some of the combos that I know with Chameleon, but I'm really not explaining it good right now. But Darius and Melina go together really good because once you do this, yeah, that opens up a lot of damage. And the next thing is, after you do other class, you can do set a blow, and this is good. Even if I do that mid-screen, that would still hit. If I do this mid-screen and I press hit a blow at that time, that would still hit. So, if you like want to get a little bit of extra damage, you can do amplified size at the end of your combos. And it'll give you more damage as it looks cooler. Another thing about Darius too, do you watch Baddies? I watched some of it. This stream went from combat to tips and tricks. I really should just do regular gameplay, but I started on tips and tricks, but I really should just make a video on it instead of doing it on stream, because I don't feel like explaining it like out loud. But Darius, there's like a lot more to talk about with Darius. Queen, I think tips and tricks. I know that's right. I can't answer my question. I don't really know what to talk about though. I'm just kind of showing y'all like little stuff. Because everything I'm talking about, that's very straightforward. Would you play Tanya or Sindel? I wouldn't play Tanya, but I would play Sindel. And actually kind of know how to play Sindel, but I haven't played her in a long time. Let me switch to Chameleon, because I kind of know something with Chameleon. Put me on the right side. I wish you would do it. Ooh, I wish I could hit it. Switch back to me. It was like 40%. It's more that I know with it. What are some tips to win more matches in ranked and COD? And King of the Hill? King of the Hills are actually very easy, I'd say. Like, the people that I find in King of the Hills, they never know what they're doing, and they always end up talking so much shit to you, it's your face. Like, that's what I love about King of the Hills, is because they talk so much, and they're never really good, so it's like very easy to embarrass somebody in the King of the Hill. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's the same, but for ranked, use your best cameo. Like, I use Darius, but that's not really like a cameo like you really expect with Melina, and there's better cameos to use, really. Like, if you want to win more, I'd say use Scorpion, because he gives you a lot of damage just off of one hit, and his meter, like, refill time, like, is better than Darius's. If Darius' meter, like, refill faster, then he'd be stronger. But his is so slow that you don't really get to use them that much. But Scorpion, it's like every single time you get a hit, you're like 100% guaranteed to get over 40% with every hit that you get. So you really only would need to get like 2 hits and the match is over. So if you know how to, if you like practice what I said about like opening people up and like shimmying, try to shimmy, that's my thing about Melina, is you mainly want to try to shimmy people too. She has really good stackers. You can stagger people until they unblock, but you can also try to shimmy them. But if you, with Scorpion, you really only need to get like 2 hits, and that's the end of the match. So if you're playing ranked or King of the Hill and you want to like win really fast, like you want to get a lot of damage, so every time you get a hit, use Scorpion, and he's like confirmed damage basically, guaranteed to get over 40% each hit. Like if I just do, I'm not even using Scorpion, hold on. What the hell are we over there? Okay. Either way, that's like 41%, and that was a very easy combo. Even if I just end up with borrow, that's like 39, which is pretty much 40%. Like if I hit that combo again, why is it messing up? I'm doing it. That's 40%. That didn't hit, but that would have did a lot of damage, basically, if you see what I'm trying to say. If I hit that, and then I go and I do something like... I wish I would hit so I could see how easy that is to come out with this damage. Let me take off all my meter refills. So like okay, so let me change this really fast. That's 40% meterless. I didn't have to use any of my meter that entire time I was in a combo. So if I only use my meter for this combo, I usually do like low sire, straight sire, something that would kill. I only used one meter that entire time, like one bar of my meter, and Kimyo meter, like using in Scorpion, it only uses one bar of Kimyo meter, so it basically refills like in time after you get enough hits. You'll have full meter again after like every combo. So basically, you never really need to use any meter. You'll basically have meter the entire time, and only you have to use like one bar meter of my meter to get that much damage. Let's say I might go out and make them hit again. I can't show it, but Kimyo meter basically refilled unless you even if you don't do fatal blow, if you don't do size in the fatal blow, that still gets you like 45%, so that's still like a lot of health. And right now I'm at fatal blow health, but if I had like more health, I'm pretty much gonna win the match. I'm like doing on people sometimes. Very easy, it's not hard. To the ground. Scorpion's very easy, and he does a lot of damage. If you don't want to use meter, but you want to do her teleport, you can just do Scorpion after.